How many hours of your life have you lost trying to extract three simple numbers from a 100-page corporate report? We all know AI can summarize text, but when the stakes are high, which model actually reads the data instead of just hallucinating it? Today, we are putting the top three frontier models to the ultimate test. We gave the official Stanford AI Index 2026, a dense 100-page academic PDF, to ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. We didn't ask for a generic summary. We demanded exact numbers, precise page citations, and business implications. No hype, no cherry-picked examples, just real data. Welcome to Workflow Verdict. Before we look at the results, let's talk about the setup. A fair test requires a level playing field. We use the exact same 100-page PDF extraction and the exact same English prompt for all three models: GPT-5, Claude Sonnet 4.6, and Gemini 3.1 Pro. The prompt asked for exactly 5 important findings: supporting numbers, PDF page references, practical business implications, and a 2-sentence executive verdict. To prevent human bias, we didn't score them ourselves. We built an automated pipeline using 2 anonymous, independent AI judges. These judges didn't know which model wrote which summary. They only saw Model A, Model B, and Model C. They scored each response out of 100 points across 5 categories: numerical accuracy, factual correctness, page citation precision, instruction compliance, and business usefulness. Finally, we factored in the complete response latency. Let's see who cracked under the pressure. First up on the chopping block is Gemini 3.1 Pro. Gemini has been heavily marketed for its massive context window, making it a natural fit for this test. And when it worked, it was incredibly fast. Gemini finished the entire task in just 34.3 seconds. It also scored a perfect 10 out of 10 for instruction compliance, following our requested 5-part structure flawlessly. But there's a catch. On our very first run, Gemini returned a completely blank answer. Why? Because its internal reasoning process consumed the entire 2,500 token output limit before it even started writing the final response. We had to rerun the exact same prompt with an 8,192 token limit to get a valid result. While its final summary was clean and lightning fast, the evidence it pulled was slightly thinner than the others, and some of its wording was a bit stronger than the original text warranted. Next, we test the industry heavyweight, GPT-5. If you want a conservative, reliable executive brief, GPT-5 is your model. It earned the highest average scores for factual accuracy and business usefulness. In fact, one of our anonymous judges ranked GPT-5 as the absolute best model in the test. It didn't hallucinate, and its business implications were highly practical. However, reliability comes at a cost: speed. GPT-5 was the slowest of the three, taking 53.4 seconds to generate its complete response, about 56% slower than Gemini. We also noticed a slight shortcut in its methodology. When providing page references, GPT-5 sometimes relied heavily on the executive summary pages at the very beginning of the document, rather than digging deep into the body of the report to find the primary data sources. It's a smart shortcut for a human executive, but in a deep dive data extraction test, it cost GPT-5 a few points in the citation category. Finally, we have Claude Sonnet 4.6. Anthropic has built a reputation for models that handle large documents well, and Sonnet 4.6 proved why. Claude delivered the richest, most detailed set of evidence in the entire test. It scored a massive 29 out of 30 for numerical accuracy, correctly extracting complex figures about AI adoption, US-China model convergence, and infrastructure concentration. It also had the most precise page citations, pointing exactly to where the data lived in the deep pages of the report. Its speed was right in the middle, finishing in 45.5 seconds. Was it perfect? No. Claude's main weakness was that it was slightly verbose. It occasionally overextended its business implications, adding context that stretched just a bit beyond what was strictly written in the source text. One judge penalized it slightly for this minor framing issue, but its sheer data density was unmatched. So, what is the final verdict? When we combine the quality scores from both independent judges and factor in the speed metric, Claude Sonnet 4.6 wins this round, with a final score of 91.04 out of 100. But look at this chart. Gemini 3.1 Pro is right behind it at 90.50, and GPT-5 scored 88.68.
The entire top three finished within 2.36 points of each other. The real answer here is not that one AI beats everything. The margins are razor thin. If you have a data-heavy PDF and need maximum evidence density, choose Claude. If you need a clean structure and you need it right now, choose Gemini. And if you want a cautious, highly reliable executive brief, GPT-5 is your best bet. Don't just take our word for it. We believe in transparent testing. You can download our exact prompt, the raw PDF text we used, and the full benchmark report from the link in the description below. Try it yourself. If you want more real tests and clear winners, hit that subscribe button. This is Workflow Verdict, and we'll see you in the next test.